what's up, guys? Got another new video here for you. This is Tuned In Sports. Back with some more action. My name is Bryson.
I'm Bennett.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Don.
And boy, do we got some great stuff to break down this week. Between all four of our teams, we just got must-watch TV going on this week. Between the two that are playing each other and then the opponents of the two that are not, you know, just glorious all around. You know, this is one of those weeks where you just go to the bathroom, you know, sit on the toilet, get stuck reading the local news, and then fall asleep. You wake up the next morning, you realize you missed the game, and you don't feel too bad about it. You know, because this is just going to be real bad stuff going on this Sunday. But, you know, on the bright side, there's no funky games this week. None of us are in prime time or anything like that. So, you know, only the fans that search it out have to live with the misery of what they're going to be witnessing. So I guess that's kind of a good thing. We don't have to wait till Monday or anything stupid. We can just get it out of the way all on a Sunday afternoon and get into it. So, you know, with that being said, let's start with the first palate cleanser. We've got the Bengals taking on the Jets, and I think, is it in New York?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, well, I don't think it matters, but, you know, there's a history of people getting injured on that football field, so maybe it'd be better if it was in Cincinnati. As far as the game itself, you know, it's not going to be close, but, you know, I just hope that none of the Cincinnati players blow an ACL or anything, just trying to, you know, play a scrimmage basically on that field, because the team that they're up against probably would lose to Alabama, mother buff. But anyways, you know, it shouldn't be a close game, and the Bengals definitely, I hope that they can ride the momentum from last week and not, you know, be on such a high that they decide to buy into the media, so to speak, and, oh, yeah, this is a cupcake opponent. We should walk over these guys without even trying, and then, you know, come up hobbling to the finish. So hopefully they take care of business. I think they will. But, you know, yeah.
Yeah, as far as my opinion on this game, yeah, I mean, last week definitely came out, did what we needed to do. You know, I would think that momentum should be pretty high going into this game against the Jets, especially considering, you know, the fact that the Jets don't even have their quarterback. So it's going to be, I believe this should be probably a blowout if we're talking real. Just, I mean, like he said, though, I mean, just got to watch out for injuries. If we can come out of this game injury-free and, you know, we got the Brownies after this, so if we could come out, have a dominant performance, be feeling good going into Browns week, that would be great. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go 38-10. That's my score prediction. We've been keeping everybody pretty much below 24, 25. You know, we haven't given up more than 25 points yet this year, and to come and have the defensive performance that we did last week against the Ravens just goes to show that this defense is actually pretty legit. So I look forward for them to continue that streak this week against the Jets.
Real quick, 25-3 Bengals. That's my prediction.
25?
25-3.
Interesting. Yeah, I look for much of the same from the Bengals this week. I don't think the Jets are going to have much to offer. I don't even know if Flacco, I know he got traded there, but
he's not playing.
He's not going to be ready yet.
They're starting this white kid.
He's probably happy about because it'll save him getting his ass.
There goes my pick. Flacco's just going to dominate because he's elite.
Yeah.
Elite is nothing.
For sure.
But anyway.
Well, you'll see, my friend. You'll see.
Yes.
No, I totally see this game being lopsided. It's you know, the Jets are struggling, you know, about as much as you can. They're almost as bad as Detroit, I think. Maybe Detroit might be as good as they are. So, but yeah, I think the Bengals will cruise in this game. Hopefully, like you said, I mean, it's all about keeping people off the injury list. And it's stupid games like this where, people get hurt, and can derail your season when some especially going, why is he still in the game or whatever at some point. So I mean, if Burrow gets off to a great start and they get up by some points, I would hope they may even think about taking him out. But we'll see. Sometimes people don't want to go off the field, but we'll see what the coach says. But I'm thinking the Bengals are gonna handle this one pretty easily. My point prediction is 38-3.
Yeah, I was going to say this one is probably like one of our game predictions from last year. Okay, next. Yeah, this one is just, it's lopsided. 55-6.
Woo. Yeah. That would be
Nice.
great. That would be a great
That
treat.
would be a great performance. I'll say that.
Hopefully you can see some Brandon Allen again.
Well, I mean, they put up 54, what was it, 19 last week?
Yeah.
And that's the mediocre team that they were playing against. I mean, pretty much
Oh, yeah.
so far
yeah.
this year. So I'd see them at least
Yeah.
surrendering the same amount or more.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I would be crazy if I pushed 70, but 55 sounds plenty. I mean,
Yeah.
you should be able to cruise to that, really.
Yeah, you would think.
Yeah.
Agreed.
This looked like the old Oklahoma days, college football, Barry Switzer,
Yep.
cruise to a 65-0 win.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Houston days.
So we
Fourth
got a
quarter.
clean sweep for the Bengals. Let's go ahead and move on to the next game. We got probably the most interesting game of the week. Eagles-Lions.
Said no one ever.
At least in terms of this channel.
Yeah.
Because as far as my opinion goes, who's at home for this game? Lions.
And Lions.
Oh shoot! You know what? I don't know on this one. I really think this one could go either way. Eagles haven't looked all that impressive, especially in the first half. Can't put up more than 7 points on the board. Generally, Lions have been generally a pretty game team this year. I think this is possibly their best chance to get a win that they still have left on the schedule.
That's what I said.
So, I'm actually going to take the Lions this week to pull it out at home. I think, and we'll see what happens. But, yeah, I'm taking the Lions. Going to go, I see it being a close game, probably 24-17. That's what I think.
It'd be nice if we could finish at 17 again, for old time's sake. We haven't even been able to get to that lately, so that would actually be that'd be one of our
24-17 is what I'm going with.
Yeah. Well. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll finish it before we get to that side of the table to let them Royal Rumble it out over there. This is going to be a fast start for the Eagles. And then it's just rough. I mean, all I can really go off is just past performances, and I know the Eagles are like my team, so I totally see this with Detroit at home. I think it's going to be putting a W in the column this week for the first time this year, and I'll go with the 17-16 score with the last second field goal going to the Lions.
Yeah. That would be glorious. You want to go first or me?
I don't care.
I'll go first. Eagles fans, buckle your seatbelts. This is going to be a long week. I've said in past videos, I've said in comment section of different pages and stuff like that I think this is the best, like he said, the best opportunity the Lions have at a win on their schedule. I know they're playing Denver and a few other teams, but I even think that Denver's offense is better than the Eagles, which is really saying something. But I mean, I just can't wait for that barn burner of a matchup when we play each other later this year.
3 weeks. 9-6.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait for that one. But no, seriously though, the Eagles are a team that can't score more than 7 points in the first half, and then they catch up late and try to pull it out. But to be honest with you, with their defensive coordinator the way it is, we're not going to win this game, I don't think. I think the Lions. I told people in the comments section that this you're gonna see what what's his name at quarterback. Jared Goff is gonna look the best that he's ever looked in a Lions uniform, and he's gonna look like an elite quarterback out there. And not, Joe Flacco elite. We're talking he's going to be looking like Andrew Luck.
He's going to look like Matt Stafford out there.
Yeah, he'll look like Matt Stafford never left. Like I said, it's sad. It's embarrassing. And honestly, if it happens, I'm going to be pretty defeated. But I think it's going to. I think the Lions are destined to win one of these games. They've come so close so many times, and we're the type of team that gives anybody a chance with the way that our defense is set up and things in our lack of offense.
Terrible.
Like I said in a past video, we're putting ourselves behind the 8 ball before the game even starts with our schemes and stuff like that. And then to sit here and listen to the stupid head coach, talking about, I don't really spend a whole lot of time looking at the defensive tape or anything like that. Yeah, well, what are you doing that's taking up the rest of that time that you could be doing that? Because whatever it is not showing up on the field. It's showing up in the loss column, as he alluded to earlier. So, it's just like, what could you possibly be doing that's more important than watching the tape and making adjustments? Because so far this season, we haven't seen any. And before I start getting off the handle about that, I'm just going to end it there and say that the Lions are going to win this game. As far as the score prediction, I think the Eagles will end up with, let's say 14, and the Lions will end up with 17. I don't think it'll be an outlandish score, but I do think the Lions will win. And honestly, as much as it pains me to say it, I hope it can happen for them. They deserve a win, and if it comes at the expense of our team, it'll just give me one more reason to be pissed off with them. So, what the hell? We got a whole sled of reasons going on why I'm not too proud to be a fan at the moment. So, what's one more thing?
Yeah, this is going to be the start of a run for the Lions from here on out. It's going to be W's. The last loss they had was just this past week. Everything else will be wins.
Yeah.
10-7, here we come.
Yeah, I was thinking we weren't going to win a game, but after watching it on second thought, it's got to be all victories now. No, it's. I think you guys said it. It's going to be. Are we going to be able to keep our eyes open while we watch this game? Personally, I think we're going to see a lot of fourth down. People going for it on fourth. We're going to see fake punts, onside kicks. It's going to be a lot of what we just saw last week with the Lions.
Run pass option.
They're going to see. No, the Eagles. The Eagles do the same stuff. The Eagles do the same stuff. They go for it on fourth.
Oh, trust me, I know.
We're gonna see some onside kicks. We're gonna see some
system play.
Yeah, fake punts on both sides. This game's going to be all kinds of trickery. Yep. And that's the only reason I think the score might get a little higher than what we're thinking it's going to. Is because of the trickery that's going to be involved.
We're going to see some.
I was going to say there could be trickery, but they'll miss on a lot of
them. I don't know. The Lions hit on all of them last time.
As I said, that's eventually you
the
play Madden long enough, you eventually run out of those.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I think it's going to be a good game. The Lions, like you said, have been close so many times already. I think they're probably bound to get a win, but this would probably be the opportune scenario for that to happen. They are playing them at home. They're going to have a full stadium, I'm sure. and I would think this would be probably their best opportunity. Between that and maybe the Broncos game the week after this, I think we play them next, right?
No, we go through the NFC East here in the next 3 weeks. So.
Oh,
So, yeah,
but it's coming up.
Cream them all.
But we'll be getting it on.
We're gonna run right through them.
But I think this is an opportunity for Detroit to get a win. I think they win probably 21-10, something like that.
Boy, would that
That's even worse.
Boy, would that be embarrassing. 21-10 against the Lions. Man, oh man, if we can't put up... Man.
Hey, the Lions defense isn't actually that bad. I mean, it's not good, but it's not horrible.
Yeah, I know, but...
If you look at they're playing pretty decent. They're keeping themselves in the games. So
Yeah, you play the Broncos in 6 weeks. Next week you're playing Pittsburgh.
Well,
so you can help.
That's a guaranteed win right there.
Yeah, for Pittsburgh. You can help them back into the division. Yeah, exactly.
Nah, we're running 10-7 the rest of the way. Bob.
So, but anyway, yeah, I mean, the truth of the matter.
It's a hell of a drug.
The truth of the matter is that any way you look at it, it's just going to be a load of crap this weekend. For the Eagles and the Lions. If the Eagles win, then it's like, wow, whoopee, congratulations. And if they lose, it's like, wow, whew, boy. But anyway, let's move on to the next game. I'm already feeling ill. So let's continue.
It ain't gonna get any better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of ill, we're gonna experience some vertigo here as we hop into the Broncos game and talk about their deficiencies.
Adam Schefter here getting some texts.
Yeah.
We're gonna hop into the Broncos game and talk about their offensive deficiencies here.
Deficiencies.
And speaking of the NFC least, you're taking on the Washington football team, another team that hasn't really had any offense at all. So in some respects, this is kind of a preview of the Eagles game. The only difference is that we don't talk about Washington every week. Thank God. I don't know if I'd be able to do this show anymore if we spent every week talking about the Washington football team. But anyway, yeah. So Washington is on the road at Denver. Denver is 3-point favorites at home, and I think it's rather generous of them to assume that Denver's going to score 3 points. No, but in all seriousness, though, I really have no idea on this game. Washington has looked pretty putrid, and Denver. I was on the bandwagon at first, but I think my weight was too much for it. Yeah. I was going to say, I think my weight was too much for it, and we're kind of skirting along just the rails on our tush now. Same problems as before. So I think, unfortunately, I'm kind of leaning towards Washington here, just because I don't know. I really don't know. I think sometimes when it rains, it pours. Broncos have had 4 weeks in a row with a loss, and now they're coming into this game with a lot of question marks, not a lot of answers. The only answers you'll find for this team are here on this channel, so make sure you tune in to the review. You won't hear it from the coaching staff, or if you do hear it, you won't see the results of it on the field. So with that being said, unfortunately, I think I'm taking the Washington football team here. Not that they've shown me anything that convinces me that they're in a, turning their ship around either. But I don't know. I just 4 weeks in a row of a loss, and I just think that they're kind of spinning their wheels at the moment, and I wouldn't be surprised if they dropped a game here, unfortunately. With that being said, please don't. I can't stand Washington, so I really, really do not want them to win, but I think it might happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think this actually should be an interesting game, I believe. I mean, I don't know what happened to Washington's defense because, I mean, last year they're like in the top 5 defenses, and this year they're in the 20s or something like that. I mean, they're just playing putrid, and I'm not even sure why. I mean, I don't know what's changed. Both offenses are not very good on these teams, but I don't know, man. I don't know how anybody can get excited about what Washington's doing right now. But at the same time, I mean, I think Denver's on a 4-game losing streak. Yeah. So the game's in Denver, is that right?
Yeah, the game's in Denver.
Game's in Denver this time. So I think it's going to be one of those like 17-16 games.
I take that.
I'll say the Broncos win 17-16.
Whoa. Sorry.
That's exactly what
You're getting excited, huh?
I'm gonna be falling asleep during this, so don't.
This is about all this yawning going on is about how I feel about all these games. It's like, oh boy, what do we got to look forward to here?
So if you like the content, remember to hit the like button.
Or if you want to fall asleep to this,
if you're still awake.
Yeah, we'll turn this into
if you're still awake, maybe.
We'll turn this into an ASMR video. Let's get some chewing sounds going on in here, and that'll be about as entertaining as what we're talking about.
If you are falling asleep, please roll over on the like button, would you?
But anyways, for my thoughts on this game, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up, kind of like the Eagles-Broncos game. I mean, the Lions game for me. Really nice. I mean, Broncos look good in their first 3 weeks and haven't won a game since. And then, the football team, really, in my opinion, way underperforming. I thought they were going to be pretty decent this year. But unfortunately, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough game though. I'm gonna go with the Broncos to win this game. I'm gonna say probably. I don't think they reached the 20 mark still, but I'm gonna go 18. Gonna go 18-14.
That was a good year. 18-14. Wow. Yeah. Okay. That sounds like a big type of outcome. Yeah, I don't know. To me, the coaching staff can't prepare for a team that didn't have a coach. They can't prepare for a short week. So I don't see them doing any preparation for a long week either. So I don't see anything that's been positive that came out. I mean, I know we're going to get Judy back and Albert O back, but I don't know. Like I said, it doesn't matter what talent you've got. If they can't get it to be motivated, it doesn't matter. So, kind of like the old American song, we got a horse, but we're playing a team with no name. Through a desert with a horse with no name, right? Yeah. So that's the same thing with people watching this game. Unless you have a death wish and you really want to watch this, I guess that's about the only entertainment that you want on here. I totally see Rivera, righting the ship. I don't think you're going to choke like they did last week in the red zone so many times, like they did before. And like I said, with our coaching staff, the way they've done it, they've letting everybody just walk all over them.
Yeah.
So I see this one, the 31-10 football team win.
Yeah.
Well, like confidence.
Well,
isn't it?
Some great confidence.
Have you seen the games lately?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have them either, right?
I was gonna say I'm picking myself to lose to the only freaking 0-7 team in the league right now, so I know all about it. But anyways, I mean, boy, isn't it just great to be a fan of the teams we root for? That's all I
Yeah.
got to say. It's just like,
It builds
man,
character.
yeah, every week we come in here, the reviews are so positive, the previews are even more exciting, and we just get in here and just, just let love shine through,
Yeah.
love and laughter.
Well, I mean, when you watch the games, and again, it seems like the same game for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
That what else do you have? And
Yeah.
you're gonna sit here and you look at it and you kind of go, okay. I've tried to be again. Start of new year. Everybody always thinks everything's positive, everything's great, and then you go, oh, you start off okay, decent, and then you start going, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
And it's just the same old story. I mean, again, it's like watching the Hallmark Christmas show.
Yeah.
Hey, we kind of know where this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Let me guess, he's going to wind up with the guy with no job. Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's okay. My family's rich.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm going to dump the guy with the business and,
Yeah.
go out with the guy that's
The hobo.
cutting down trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I mean, it's just the same story, and we've seen it just way too many times.
yeah. Well, I mean, and I was talking with him the other night, and in the car ride back from another glorious video, and to be honest with you, I was kind of sharing my thoughts, and that I think that the future of the Lions looks brighter than the Eagles right now. I mean, that's a really sad statement when you look at it, but I have more confidence that they'll get their ship turned around than I do that we're going to be anything close to competitive in the next 2 years or so. I mean, I really think we got a bunch of teams on this channel that are clogging the bowl, so none of us can officially flush it down. But, I mean, we're
Need a
just
bigger
all...
plunger.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, we got to clean up in aisle 12, and all the people are not, they don't got any employees because of COVID. So, I mean, like I said, I really think that it is crapsville right now in the city of Philadelphia for, really sports in general, but especially where the Eagles are concerned. I mean, I have, what am I supposed to say? I mean, I realize that this is Sirianni's first year and whatever, but I mean, as I've said before, I don't expect him to work miracles in his first year, but I am not seeing a single thing that tells me that we are getting this ship turned around. I mean, usually in the first year, like with the Lions, usually in the first year, hey, are the wins there? Maybe not. But do we look different? Absolutely. As far as I'm concerned, the Lions look like a much different team, and a team that is, once the pieces fall into place, will be able to start competing quickly. And there's pieces in place for them to do so. They just need talent. When I'm looking at the Eagles, I'm saying we got talent. We have even coaches that I like. Well, at least we had. Anybody that was worth a damn, they pretty much got rid of. But nonetheless, we got talent, and we've got players that can make big plays.
Uniforms.
Yeah, and we've got good-looking uniforms. But at the end of the day, I don't think that even. I mean, it's sad to say, but
Tough loss at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. At the end of the day, we sit here and we say, another tough loss for the Eagles, and that's what it's going to be on Sunday this year, and that's what it's going to be on Sunday a year from now. Because, like I said, I just have no faith that this is going to get better anytime soon. I mean, we talk about the comparisons between the Eagles and the Broncos a lot on this channel with our offenses and stuff like that, but as far as I'm concerned, that's not going to be the only thing you can compare, because I think we're going to be in the same freaking quarterback carousel, bogus nonsense that the Broncos have been dealing with. And, I mean, I don't see this changing anytime soon. Like I said, it's one thing to say, okay, it's a new coach, so you're going to see, some struggles and some things to iron out. But we're literally seeing the exact same thing. And, you listen to the press conferences, and are they giving me any hope? No. As if anything, I'm just have more questions and more head scratching, like, what the hell do we got going on here? So, I mean, it's a sad state of affairs, but like I said, I'd be more excited about being a Lions fan right now than I am about the Eagles.
Yeah,
And
I was going to say, coming through that, I mean, you can see where the Eagles and the Broncos are kind of heading towards the downward trend for a while, right?
Yeah.
And the Lions are pretty close to rock bottom. I mean, they're pretty much right there, but they've pretty much eliminated anything out of the contract, so they're going to be building up. And then Cincinnati has been through this already,
yeah,
and they're on the other end of it.
Yeah.
And then fortunately for them, on their way up, they've made the right decisions and done the right things and and they're trending upwards, right?
Yeah.
Where sometimes you don't do that thing, then you start going back downwards again.
Yeah.
It just depends on whatever happens with it. But fortunately for them, they are going up. They're trending in the right direction. So, like I said, the Eagles and the Broncos haven't even got down to the Lions level yet.
No.
But it's happening soon.
Yeah.
Just wait.
And that's why you see such enthusiasm when you tune into these videos, because we just know what's coming. I mean, that's the honest truth of the matter. Is like, and the sad thing is like, I can't even sit here and say, oh well, it's okay if we're bad this year. It's a better draft position. We screw up the draft literally every year. We find a way to draft some guy and have people at the exact same position turn into stars on other teams while our guy turns into a fluke. Almost every year. Yep. Everybody's talking about, oh, well, look at the way that we've worked the trades and all this stuff to where we're going to have all these extra picks. I'm like, whoopee. More people we can frickin' screw up. Yeah, more people that more people that won't make the team, and 2 years from now you won't even remember that they even were drafted. So, I mean, like I said, it's like, that doesn't get me excited to know that we'll have higher draft position. Well, that'll just get me more pissed off because it'll be the same story as other years. And then, I know we're not going to go the other way where we start getting better. And even if we did, what could make that happen? Even if we draft correctly, I don't think talent's the issue on this team anyways. So what, and I mean, in some respects, I feel the same way about the Broncos. Is talent really the issue in Denver right now? I don't think so. So at the end of the day, what is getting another great player in the draft going to do? Is that going to change the record any? No, you have great players. And that's the same with the Eagles. We got great players all over the field. We got multiple players that are seasoned, repetitive Pro Bowlers on the Eagles roster. Would you know it by looking at our weekly performance? No. And most of our Pro Bowl players are taken out of the game by the defensive scheme right now. Because instead of having your lockdown corner actually defend somebody, he's playing off coverage and just keeping stuff in front of him and letting people do little curl routes in front of him and stuff all day long. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. So, but anyway, like I said, before we derail off this train too much longer, it's just, I mean, it's a sad state of affairs on Tuned In Sports, and thank God we have the Bengals to keep us sane, because if it was just the rest of our teams, I don't know what the hell we would do. I mean, seriously, it's like...
Well, the Bengals were in the same picture last year, so, we made it through there, so, we'll see.
Yeah, but even last year, the Bengals' trajectory was going up a lot higher than what the rest of us had. I mean, even last year we were saying, hey, if they could make a few moves on the offseason, this could be a team competing soon. Whereas the rest of our team...
As soon as Joe Burrow got there, things changed for them.
Yeah.
As soon as he showed up.
But, I mean, like Don said, it's just nice to see one team that actually managed to have the cards go the right way so we can have at least one bright spot to talk about on a weekly basis, because otherwise, we might as well frickin' review beer.
We just pass around the revolver.
Yeah, we might as well review beers on this channel while we're at it. Like, okay, what's our favorite thing to drink away the pain? I like Budweiser. How about you? And, just...
Spin the wheel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Take a shot every time a tear falls.
Exactly.
But anyway, so with that being said, guys, if you like the content, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Check out our other videos if you dare. It is Halloween, so, maybe you'll get scared watching us. And, in the spirit of Halloween, all our teams are pretty much ghosts. So, it's nice to see that they started celebrating early. With that being said, guys, I'm Bryson.
I'm Bennett.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Don.
See you guys in the next video.